Ishopanishad says also these things. Now people never tell this, Prabhu, because they know if I tell these to you, what will happen? You will not come the next day. Don't come. What can I do? That is Krishna sitting inside you. I told Tataran Prabhu, man, don't be afraid how many people come. Prabhupada told us, our work is for effort, not to see how many people are coming. We are not interested. I am not interested in India also. My Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada used to speak in the same way as I am speaking. I basically am copying him actually. He used to say, no. He used to call Nobel Prize winners sitting under him. If you have you ever go through his conversations, he used to call those people on his face, hey, you are rascal. He said, yes. He used to say, you are rascal. I am not saying. Krishna is saying, Muda. Muda means Gada, rascal. He used to call them direct. He used to, why? I am not under his service. I am under the service of the Lord. I have to save him. He is my brother. He is my brother. If you don't hear me properly, I should do what? Chastise you. Should I not? And who can chastise you? Sometimes people tell me, you speak so strongly, Prabhu. I am basically called AK-47 in India. You know, Prabhuji, you basically bombard very badly. You tell me one thing. If a person is, you take example, your brother is there. And your brother is almost on the edge of a cliff and is going down. What do you tell him? Hey, don't go, don't go. How do you speak? Hey, you fool, stop yourself. Is it not so? We are all sitting at the point of any moment we can pop off. Jivana thalamala, any moment. No one knows this. So we have to be serious. So Ishopanishad says, what does it say? Those who are engaged in this worship of demigods enter into darkest region of ignorance. And still more so do the worshippers of impersonal absolute. Nirakar vano ka to aur buri halat. Demigod also goes into ignorance. The people who are, because they are after material things. They are not understood their position that they are the soul. Soul is eternal. It can only be happy with eternal things. It can never be happy with temporary things. That's why none of us is happy. Because we know whatever we are getting is temporary. Because I am the soul. How can the soul be happy with temporary things? It can never be happy with temporary things. Then it goes, demigod worship is also worship of Krishna. You'll see, Krishna says this. Yes, he says this. Please listen to this. Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kinti, but they do so in a wrong way. Avidhi purvakam. He uses the word avidhi. When you do something in a wrong way, result will be also very clear. If you want to read it, 923, chapter 9, shloka, verse 23, very clearly states this. Krishna says, neither the host of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and the great sages. You can never know your source. Can you know when your father was married? At the point of marriage, you were not there. Understood? So Krishna says, I am the source. Now Gita, let us see what Gita says about impersonals, Nirakarvadis. Listen very. Avyaktam vyaktim apanam manyante mam abuddhaya. Very simple Sanskrit. Avyaktam. Avyaktam means avyakt. Avyakt means Nirakar, which has got no form. Avyaktam, formless. Vyaktim, form. Apanam. Manyante, जो मानता है, who thinks that I was previously formless and then I got form. Avyaktam vyaktim. From formless form came apanam manyante mam abuddhaya. He is abuddhaya, no intelligence. Whereas he's calling demigod worshippers as alpa buddhi, alpa meda. That means demigod worshippers are better than the people who think that Lord is formless. Avyaktam, vyaktim apanam. Who think that from impersonalism, personal came. That I was not there before, but I came later on in a form. They are actually param bhavam ajananto. They do not know my higher principle. They do not know it. Nature, they do not know my higher nature. Now, there is some time. Now please don't be worried what you have been for the last, some people maybe 60 years old, 70, some 30, some 40. They're going to get a little shock Because in the Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of all the Vedas, Krishna is very clearly stating that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Very clearly stating. He says, he starts with, first thing, I'll start with Vedas. Brahmanyo Devaki Putraha. Rig Ved 120 to 20. Brahmanyo Devaki Putra. Who's the original Brahm? Devaki ka Putra. And who's Devaki ka Putra? Krishna. He's actually the real Brahm. Om Tad Vishnuhu Paramam Padam Sada Pasayanti Suryaha. That everything is riding under the feet of Vishnu. That is also from the Rig Ved. Now question comes, why should I know about Krishna? Krishna says very clearly, he who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme Lord of all the worlds, he only undiluted among men is freed from all sins, not the others. Then he says what? Being freed from attachment, fear and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by the knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love. Which love? Because there is no love in material world. Please remember one thing. There's a very wrong conception. And this is what actually Quran also says. Because this question we asked the Ayatollah Haji who has come from Iran, that ishq kisse ho sakta hai? With whom can you have ishq? Because ishq is a Urdu word. So he says ishq can only be with Allah. He very clearly stated. And that's what our scripture says, that love can only be with, because love is the quality of the soul. Love and lust is the quality of the body. Lust is quality of the body and love is the quality of the soul. What you talk of love, actually love has been defined. Love has been defined that the person whom you love, that person may do such acts, such acts by which you are finished, you are destroyed, and then also your love keeps on increasing. That has been described actually as love. Somebody will say, no, we love our children if they do anything to us. Let that child slap you for 15 days daily, morning, afternoon and evening. What is going to do, Prabhu? Love is going to increase? Will it stay there or go down? That is actually the definition of love. And lust means that you want something from that person. Lust means you want something from that person in return for what you are doing. When a devotee loves Krishna or Ram or Vishnu, he does not expect anything from them. Nothing. Hanumanji, because he is more easily understood by people, did he expect anything from Ramchandraji? Except service? Anything. Have you heard any story where he is expecting anything from Ramchandraji except service? Nothing. He is not expecting anything from him. So transcendental love, and once you get that love, Prabhu, you can take Krishna as your father, as your son, as your beloved, as your husband, anything. He will never leave you. All other relatives will come and go. All of them. Whom are you depending on? Fragile people? Are we not depending on fragile people throughout our life? Learn to depend on Krishna. You will never feel the want of anything.